So, as I said, I'm from New York. I live in a neighborhood in New York called Harlem. And yeah, if you don't know Harlem, Harlem is a historically black neighborhood. I live across the new Whole Foods on Malcolm X Boulevard, which is what he would have wanted. And I was in Harlem for all of 2020. I was in Harlem for all of the Black Lives Matter marches. And I remember during that time period, I was going online, I was trying to be a good white ally, and I remember people were saying all sorts of stuff online. Some people were like, checking on your black friends. Other people were like, leave your black friends alone. And I was just like, I gotta get some black friends. Don't get me wrong. I did the marches. I did a lot of the marches. I remember one in particular. We were marching down Malcolm X Boulevard, and we were doing all the chants. We were saying, Black Lives Matter and no justice, no peace. Fuck these racist ass police. And then we got to the block where I live. And suddenly, everyone started chanting in unison, hey, hey, ho, ho, these gentrifiers have got to go! And I don't know if you've ever had a march turn against you. While you were in it. But I did what a lot of white liberals do when we find out we're part of the problem. I chanted harder. The first white guy I saw coming out of Whole Foods, I was like, you don't belong here! Which really confused him, because he was my roommate. And he was like, Gianmarco, what are you doing? I was like, Gianmarco, oh, do we all look the same to you? And then I marched right up to a police officer and I was like, could you escort me back